Good morning, everyone. Welcome to today's meeting. My name is Brunda, and I'm acting as the Sergeant at Arms today on behalf of Sattvic Toastmasters. I welcome you all. To officially start the recording, it's already started. I want to inform everyone that the recording is for members for study and self-reflection. Some parts may also be used for promotional material later. In order to have a smooth meeting, here are some ground rules. Please put yourself on mute when not speaking. Don't interrupt while someone is speaking. Be attentive throughout the meeting and support the speakers with your warm smiles and claps. Let's have a great meeting. And I now welcome Mr. Raghu to invite our TMOD for today, Jai Seshpal. Thank you, and back to you.
Thank you very much, Shmasha Vrunda. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whichever part of the world you are joining from. Sattvic Toastmasters, let's talk about Toastmasters, is a wonderful platform. It is here for almost a century now. Next year, it will be 100 years from the initiation. Help several people across almost 147 countries and almost 400,000 people. Rather more than that, because many people have left in between, to overcome their fear for public speaking and also improve their leadership skills. And on Sattvic Toastmaster, which we started recently, our main goal is not just the communication, it's also about improve your health, healthier lifestyle, and also alternative medicine, and also talk about several things, how we can improve ourselves. So I welcome you all. I welcome all the guests and also our guest speaker today. We have Anupama, who is heading the COE wing of our Dr. Reddy's in Hyderabad, and also LATM wing. With that, before inviting the guest speaker, let me talk about our Toastmaster of the day. Dr. Jai Seshpal, he is a Toastmaster for a while, and he also has given a lot of keynote speeches. If you look at our first few meetings, Jai has been giving and talking about how we can do fasting, myths and facts, and also how the intermittent fasting will help us, right? He himself is leading a healthier lifestyle for a couple of years and has been helping several people to do better. There's a lot I can speak, but I will let the Toastmaster of the day speak. Let's speak with big round of applause. Let us invite the Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Jai Seshpal.
Thank you, Raghu, for your kind introduction. And good morning, good evening, and good afternoon, everyone, from whichever part of the world you are. And in today's meeting, we will be talking about how to hack healthy lifestyle and how to develop this kind of healthy lifestyle. We often discuss about fasting, we should have better sleep, we should have better diet. But when it comes to applying it, often we are finding it difficult to implement in our day-to-day life. So today's meeting will be based mainly on hacking and habits, how to develop such kind of habit, which help us to lead healthy lifestyle. So today's meeting is mainly divided into three different parts. Initially, we will have a keynote speech by Anupama Rao Singh, and she would be talking about her personal journey and the hacking of healthy lifestyle. And then we will have one prepared speech, and for prepared speech we have Pratik Agarwal with us, and we are having a team of different evaluators. So let me introduce evaluators and what is their role today in today's meeting, that they will describe themselves. So first of all, I would like to invite Navya. Her role is our counter today. Yeah, Navya, you can describe your role today.
Yeah. Thank you, Toastmaster of the day. Hello, fellow Toastmasters and guests. In today's meeting, I'll be performing the role of R counter. As a R counter, my role would be to count the number of filler words you would be using in your speech. So towards the end of the meeting, I'll give a detailed report on the same, on the use of words like likely, on those lines. Thank you, Toastmaster
you.
of the day. Back to you.
Thank you, Navya. Grammarian is Toastmaster Anthony. Over to you, Anthony. You are on mute, Anthony. Sorry.
Sorry, thank you, Toastmaster Jay. Good morning and good evening. My role as grammarian will be to take note of the use of grammar during the course of the meeting with the different speakers. Also, I will introduce the word of the day, which is vigor, and it is a noun. It means physical strength and good health. In terms of usage, he was 79, but still full of vigor and vitality. Closer to the end of the meeting, I will give a report.
Thank you. Thank
And
you, Anthony.
also I will be looking out for the use of the word of the day, and I will also see the number of times that it was used during the meeting. Thank you. Back to you, Toastmaster.
Thank you, Anthony. So next, Toastmaster Shahid, who is taking a role of timer today. Yes, over to you, Shahid.
Yeah, thank you, Toastmaster of the day, Jay Kumar. Hello, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Today, my role is timer. As you all know, time is very precious. And to make this our current event a successful, we should plan our time perfectly. So there is a well-known saying, the way we spend our time defines who we are. This defines who we are. So time is very much important. So in our session, the first session is the keynote speech. So for our keynote speech, we have 20 minutes time. In this 20 minutes time, we will show, I'll just sharing my cards. Yeah, at 15 minutes, I will show the green card. At 17 minutes, I will show the yellow card. And at the 20 minutes, it's the red card. So once the red is shown, we need to wrap up as early as possible. And for the keynote, for the prepared speech, for 5 minutes, I will show the green card. For 6 minutes, yellow. And at the 7th minute, it is red. For the table topics, we have total 2 minutes of time. For that, for 1 minute, I will show green card. At 1 minute 30 seconds, yellow card, and 2 minutes, it's red card. So at the end of the session, I will share the report. Over to you, Toastmaster, table topic master. Toastmaster of the day, Jay Kumar.
Thank you, Shahid. And there will be a second part of the meeting. After prepared speech and keynote speech, there would be table topics. So table topics are kind of impromptu speeches of short 1 to 2 minute speech, and where table topic master would give us topics, and on which volunteers, guests, everyone, whoever is selected, they have to give a short speech of 1 to 2 minutes. So for that, we have Arav. Arav, over to you. Arav would be table topic master.
Hello everyone. I hope I'm audible and visible too. So for today, I am the table topic master. And what exactly table topics is, let me tell you. On the spot, voluntarily, or I'll choose one person in this meeting and I'll give you a topic on the theme of the day. You have to speak for 1 to 2 minutes on that topic. It's just that simple. Questions would be easy, they wouldn't be tough, and that's all. Over to you, Toastmaster of the day. Thank you.
Thank you, Arav. So now let me introduce today's keynote speaker. Let me share my screen. So today I am privileged to have a keynote speaker with us. She is Anupama Rao Singh. As already Raghu told, she is head of LATAM region. LATAM is Latin American markets, which are mainly Brazil, Colombia, this kind of countries. She is also head of Global Oncology Innovative uh, Asset, which means that she is working on new products for Dr. Reddy's, and Center of Excellence, which is a head of a global team at Dr. Reddy's lab. So at Reddy's, we believe in good health can't wait. Good health can't wait is our motto. So apart from taking care of cancer patients, she is also following this motto of good health can't wait in her personal life, where she is very well known in our organization for having an impeccable health routine. So how she has achieved this fitness routine and what was her personal journey, today she would be talking on it. And her speech title is Hacks and Habits for Healthier Lifestyle, Unlocking Your Best Self. So without further ado, I would hand it over today's session to our keynote speaker, Anupama Rao Singh. Let's welcome her.
Thank you so much, Jay, and thank you to the entire Toastmasters team for this invitation and opportunity to share my journey. And I'm really, really thankful to Dr. Jay for giving a kind introduction. But he has, given a very superlative aspect about my fitness. I'm not the best here, but I have. What I can say is I've gone through the journey and that has helped me to understand healthy lifestyle from a more holistic perspective. So thank you so much, and I'll just share my screen, and then we can start. I'm guessing it's visible now, right? The screen, my slides.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is visible.
So as we go to the a little bit about me and my journey. So basically, I am I have grown up in a defense background. My father was in the Navy, so I traveled a lot very early in life. And been around defense personnel. So what that brings a little bit into lifestyle is discipline for sure, because right from childhood, that inculcation of being grown up in a defense environment makes you much more disciplined. So I would credit that first in my life right from childhood. I've done my BPharm MBA. I have 2 decades of experience in pharmaceutical industry. While I am from Hyderabad, but I have grown up in Mumbai and studied there and in Pune. Largely, I have been part of international business. So that means I have had the opportunity to get exposed to multicultural, multi-geography kind of roles in my career as well as in my personal life. And today I love everything related to fitness and healthy lifestyle. What you see here as a picture is what I was when I started the fitness journey. Towards the left, I was overweight. I was having high HbA1c, which is like, blood sugar being very high. I was really plump. I could not walk beyond few kilometers, or I had no running, nothing. And but at the same time, it was an extremely hectic work and career that I was going through. On the right is the first journey I had towards fitness, and then I lost all the weight. But I want to tell you that it's not, I realized very quickly that it is not the physicality appearance of it all, but there is much more to it. Recently, I completed a Himalayan trek, 4-day trek going up to 14,000 feet, which was another personal goal of mine to do. So what are some of the barriers to healthy lifestyle for for a person like me is firstly long work hours. But however, this long work hours is extending through the day, right from morning till late night, because Latin America, the time zone is such that you have to work till late night, extensive travel, unhealthy eating habits. And lastly, I feel that the biggest barrier to a healthy lifestyle for any of us is low awareness and appreciation of basics and basic concepts that lead you to a healthy lifestyle. We often too much focus on what to eat, what to wear, what to do exercise, rather than really investing time to understand the basic things, basic principles of a healthy lifestyle. So, so personally, I have been through this journey for the last 10 years. I would say 10 years is where 2013 is when I started my first marathon. I have run about 20 half marathons across India and world. And over it has been very different journey for me. Firstly, what I used to think being healthy meant. First, I used to think that I need to look a certain way, behave in a certain way, do certain things for which meant being healthy. It was a superficial concept that focused on the external than the internal. Completely, I ignored the mind and body connection. I only thought it was just doing your extensive exercises. The more extensive you do the exercise, the better it is. The latest fad exercise, whether it is TRX or some kind of yoga, some kind of fancy thing that I saw on internet, that is heavy. If you do that, you will be healthy. A lot of fancy diets, depriving yourself, eating less. This is, I see even till today that the being healthy means eat less. Actually, it's the reverse. I mean, it's actually eating right. Also, the third one, which I always feel many of us get caught up in, is being healthy is also about going to fancy gyms, buying expensive fitness wear, clothes, the trackers, a lot of these things, just to make ourselves feel that we are on the path to fitness or health, being healthy. But you will realize that all of this is extremely superficial and external, and you will realize that none of this is sustainable. In fact, nothing, everything, for everything there is something better that's going to come. The third thing that I was realizing was the journey to a healthy lifestyle. What is our expectation versus reality? In our minds, all of us go through this journey. The expectation is it is a linear journey. That I start something and everything will be, world is perfect, I am perfect, and everything will improve. But in reality, the reality is something that I'll deep dive on. It is actually very, very different. There will be ups and downs. The awareness and acceptance of the fact that there will be ups and downs changes your approach to fitness multifold. So let me deep down to this reality graph a little more, and then I'll explain what this means. So this is actually the graph of a startup. When a startup starts the product, this is the graph that they go through. But I felt that this is a graph that is relevant for even your own personal or my own personal fitness journey. There's a lot of happiness. You do a lot of, you have an enthusiasm in the beginning. You have so much of, you're fully motivated. You start your fitness journey. You have a regimen, you have a diet, everything start. And then after a point, reality sets in and you don't see results. The reality is that you're not seeing results that you think you should see. I have to lose 1 kilo in a month. I have to I have to run 5 kilometers in 30 minutes. And you're doing everything, you're eating healthy, but nothing is happening. So the reality sets in, and then comes this part, which is called as the trough of sorrow. Believe me, the trough of sorrow, everybody will go through. And I have gone through this trough of sorrow in the last 10 years, multiple times actually. What does trough of sorrow look like? let me give my own example. I have run a lot of half marathons. In the initial enthusiasm, I signed up for the half marathon and I was training for it. I had a fitness trainer who trained me, and every day I was improving in my timings. I was running as per the plan that was given to me. And then I achieved the half marathon timing that I was looking for. I actually achieved it. And in fact, I did it very well. I was obviously very happy. And that's it. And once I finished that, I didn't know what to do. And then came the issue of sustainability. I immediately, after I've reached my goal of marathon timing, I stopped everything. I said, I have reached my goal. I will continue to be like this. I have a very good, weight. I'm eating healthy. That's it. I don't have to do anything else. That kind of mind talk happened, and that's it. Within 2 months of finishing the marathon, first I had, a lot of back pain. I had a lot of neck pain. Then I started putting on weight, all the weight that I have lost, because I was not doing the same intensity of work. I had to go for MRI, CT scan of my back and my neck, and almost like it was extreme amount of pain and all that, especially when I was healthy and fit, very fit actually. Then over a period of time, I experimented and pivoted. I said, okay, let me do something else. Let me build muscle. Let me stop running. Let me do more yoga. So I dabbled in everything. I did physiotherapy, everything. Then I realized I changed my fitness trainer and I said, what is it that I'm doing wrong? He said, you are not building the muscle that will strengthen you to, go towards long-term approach to fitness. Stop thinking about short-term approaches. And that's when I had a fitness coach and a nutrition coach who guided and coached me on how to think about fitness. And that's when the scale happened, and that's when now it has become a way of life. From the trough of sorrow, it has become a way of life for me now. Of course, it's not perfect, but at least going through the trough of sorrow makes you realize what's important and what's really not important. So first thing is, I always felt that why is it that you want to be fit, or why is it that you want to have a healthy lifestyle? Because this why answer will determine everything else. Because unless you don't have this why for yourself, you cannot ensure that it will be sustainable. What is your goal towards fitness? For me, the why was I need to first channelize my energy, because I have extremely high amount of energy. So I want to channelize my stamina and energy. Second was I should be aging healthily, because aging is something that's a reality of life, but it is up to us to age healthily. And the third thing was about living a very, very intentional life when it comes to healthy lifestyle. And I'll explain what is intentional life. So that was my goal. What is your goal is something that you will need to, what is your why? So I'll see 3 concepts that I will explain that to me lead to our basic foundation of healthy lifestyle. The first one is consistency over intensity. Second one is moderation over deprivation. And third one is power of compounding. And if these 3 concepts actually resonate in all aspects of life, whether it is fitness, healthy lifestyle, or you're doing a course, or you're building a career, or building a family life, building relationships, everything to me can be summed up in these 3 concepts. So let's look at first one, and that is consistency trumps intensity, which means that if you see at the graph over a period of time, the progress that you make is not going to be linear. It is a factor of consistency and curiosity and discipline actually. If you are consistently doing something, you are more likely to succeed than doing it in bouts of intensity. And I have seen this multiple times, and I have myself done it multiple times, where I feel that, oh yeah, let me do with a lot of intensity over the weekend. Let me run 21 kilometers over the weekend, and entire week all I'm doing is just eating. And because I've run 21 kilometers over the weekend, so I have earned very good, I don't need to run for the rest of the week. Having this whole bout of, I will do 2 hours of gym and rest of the time I will not do anything else. Third is doing 1 hour of exercise in the day and then thinking that that is enough without incorporating non-exercise related movements into your daily life. So however, one of the challenges, it's easier said than done. Everybody says that, oh, you can say it is consistency is better than intensity, but how do you even remain consistent? Because you're traveling so much, you are exposed to so much food, unhealthy food. How do you stay consistent? First is being intentional and creating a goal for yourself and preparing for that. We prepare a goal for our work, in career, in your day, in your office. You have calendarized everything, you have planned everything. You also plan your vacations also, right? So similarly, creating that plan for yourself, creating a system and environment around you that towards that goal. We often ignore this part because you feel that, okay, I have created a goal, I am going to start now. But you need to create an environment around you that will support that goal, which means that you may have to take help. You may have to have somebody push you in the initial years, which is through a coach or a fitness expert or a nutritionist, whichever that is. You need to have system and process in a way which says that every morning at same time you're doing exercise. That means that you have to adjust the entire day's calendar towards that. The next one is eating. How do you ensure you eat healthy all the time? So planning your food meals, meal prepping, buying all the grocery right at the beginning for the week, buying quality products can make all of this system and environment around you positive towards achieving your goal. Take help. I always say this, that you don't have to do everything. There are people, you can hire people to do this for you if you think that this is too much work. By the way, being healthy requires a lot of work, but it's once you put the systems in place, then it becomes an automatic process in your life. So what did I do? Basically, I don't believe in work-life balance. The concept doesn't resonate with me. Because it is about work-life integration. No matter what you do, work and life, you will have to be, it is together. You cannot say that this is work time and this is lifetime, because life is part of your work also, and work is part of your life. So for me, it is about work-life integration. And despite my busy schedule, how do I ensure this both the work and the life part of my life is integrated well for a healthy lifestyle? So what do? I am a big proponent of meal prepping. Meal prepping means that you pretty much are intentional that I'm going to eat what you're going to eat over the week, and buy those stuff and put it in your fridge. Cut your vegetables early before and put it in the fridge. Make batches of food in a way that you can use it for the week. I am being honest. With so much travel and working, I know that I will not be able to make food every day. I know that, and it's okay. That acceptance is there. So meal prepping so then with that acceptance came, what is the best way of meal prepping? I've read a lot about it on internet, and I've used what works for me. The second one is a targeted approach to exercising. I have done the mistake of doing only running. I used to do only running and run, nothing else. So that is also a very, very unilateral way of thinking. So now I am more a targeted approach. I say there is a combination of cardio and muscle building. You need to look at it holistically. One day cardio, one day strength training, one day high intensity. All of that, a combination. I worked with my trainer, what works for me, and then that gives that variety as well as makes it more holistic. Many a time you just end up doing only one type of exercise because you're good at it or you like doing it. But you will have to move out of comfort zone and build a much more holistic approach. Basic fitness tools you should have. You should invest in basic fitness tools in your house. Like why not buy a pair of dumbbells and keep it in your house, and while you are watching your Netflix, you do a little bit of a movement. Buy basic things like skipping, stretching ropes, small stepper. These are all worth investing. You don't have to go all the time to gym. Sometimes you may not be able to go, but there should be a mini fitness equipment in your house. I always go to hotels with gym. I stay there because I am intentional that in the hotel there is gym and therefore I will use it. Walking telecons, this is something that I do all the time, is that there is a concept of NEAT. NEAT means non-exercise movement that you do. The idea is that the whole day you are sitting. Instead of that, you do short bouts of exercise. And for me, because I'm in multiple telecons, I take the telecons walking. In my own cabin, I keep on walking all the time, standing all the time. So who said that just because you are working doesn't mean that you can integrate these short bouts of exercise? What does the walk? For me, it is walking telecons. For somebody else, it would be something else. But at least you have the awareness that, okay, I have to get up at this time and walk for 5-10 minutes and then come back and sit. Good quality, good quality apparel. This is a motivation for me, but it could be some other motivation. For me, buying good quality sportswear is a reward for myself that I do for achieving my goals. It's more mental that, okay, I achieved a goal. I get to buy a good quality apparel. Nothing more than that. And also, lastly, buying good quality food, because ultimately the quality of the food that you eat, what you consume is what you become. The second concept is moderation over deprivation. Obviously, many of the diet, I don't believe in the word dieting. I absolutely don't like the word dieting, because many people ask me, oh, are you dieting? I said, I'm eating everything, but I'm eating in moderation and I'm having a discipline around it, and I have built a sustainability around it. Here again, people, what I have seen and I have also done is to have long bouts of fasting for the week, 2 days fasting. Fasting is good and nothing wrong about it, but it is not extreme amounts. Anything extreme can make it bad for the body. What this means is you like some foods and you have stopped eating those foods and you are depriving your body for that food, and therefore the body and the mind crave for it, and then you end up eating more of that food. Don't you think that has happened for all of us, that you stopped something and then you ended up eating more of it? So therefore, while I follow nutrition has suggested me the approach, I eat everything. In fact, I eat burger and pizza as well, but I don't eat every day. Once a month or once in 15 days, maybe I want to indulge. So moderation helps build sustainability. So how do you build moderation? Firstly, the food that you eat, if it is more related to your local food and habits, to your daily life, how you have grown up, you will be moderate. Otherwise, if you take up very fancy foods, it is not sustainable over a long period of time, and you will eat that very much high, right in the beginning, and then will stop eating it. One technique that I use is bento box for moderation for portions, because portion control is something that is a cornerstone of eating healthy. But how do you portion control? It's very difficult to portion control because you like so much, you keep taking more of it. So this is a picture of a bento box that I bought as a lunch. And there is only so much you can put in that. And this is it. This is the amount you can eat. And I'm not depriving. I eat paneer also. I eat salads also. I eat sabji also. I eat roti also. But at least I have designed my lunch block in such a way that I stick to this portion. For exercise, I also say that, sometimes people do over exercising. And again, their moderation is important. So what I suggest is check out a format called Tabata format. Tabata means short bout of exercise, then break, short bout, break, short bout of exercise, intensity, break. And you can decide this bout of intensity. The last one is power of compounding. This I cannot emphasize enough on the importance. Because it is all related to, at the end of the day, you have to make it sustainable, and all of these efforts, they add up. So the concept of compounding is that small steps add up to a larger result. That's exactly what it is. We may not see the result, like I did 20 squats today, so I should see a result today. No, 20 squats over a period of 20 days or 1 month to 2 months, 5 months gives you a better output than doing 100 squats and stopping it. So doing 20 squats daily is better than doing 100 squats once a week. That's exactly the concept. Eating healthy daily is better than eating healthy once a week, or being very, very irregular about it. And also, power of compounding works when you measure it. What gets measured improves, which means that if you're measuring your weight, if you're measuring your inches, if you're measuring your goals, how much time did you take to run 5 kilometers? I measure 5 kilometers as timing as my personal way of improving. I used to run at 5 kilometers in 38 minutes. Now I run at 34 minutes. So 4 minutes improvement. And that 4 minutes improvement has happened in 2 years, not in 1 month. But that did not stop me from, consistently trying for it. So I like this quadrant-based approach, and it really, really tells you where you have to focus on. So if you're consistent and focus on small wins, you will have exponential outcomes. If you're inconsistent, you're focused on small wins, it will be scattered approach. Big wins and inconsistent, very aspirational. And consistent but focus on big win is short bursts of success. Many of us fall in the burst, actually. You will see, oh, I have done something consistently, I have had 3 kilos weight loss, I'm very happy. And then there comes the trough of sorrow, and then you suddenly realize that, oh my god, I have to do again, and then you have to burst. I have been maximum amount of my 10 years of fitness journey, I have been in burst. Now I have slowly now moved to exponential, largely because of these concepts that I have tried and understood with the help of my coaches. Lastly, to make it really sustainable, please take help. Fitness trainer, nutrition expert, systems expert. We underestimate their importance. Whenever I have had success, it is because of a help that I have taken, because they teach us to understand the mind-body connection, understanding your body very well. What works for you doesn't work for everybody else. What works for others doesn't work for you. So knowing your body inside out is a superpower. Many of us don't invest in this superpower. I exactly know that if I eat something in the evening, a particular type of food, I know that it won't work out for me. To come to this conclusion and insight about my body took me 10 years, but at least now I have that insight, and therefore I can adjust my intake of food. Do you have that insight about your body? That's a question to ask yourself. Do you know that what makes my body tick? What gives it the energy? What is it that I like? Have you taken time to really closely observe your own body? So now what I think healthy is, earlier it was so superficial. Now I think it's a deeper concept focused on internal rather than external. Completely internal. Being healthy is being more intentional. Second is you are what you consume. And here when I say consume, it is consumption of what you read on internet, what kind of people you interact with, what kind of food you eat, what kind of thoughts you consume, what kind of it's much more holistic. So consumption is not just about the food that you eat, but it is much more holistic way of looking at consumption. And that to me makes it much more much more difficult actually, if you want to be conscious of what you consume. And lastly, it is mind over matter, mind over the body actually, which means it is more, it's all in the mind rather than in physicality of it all. So with that, I will now stop sharing. I hope
Thank you. Thank you.
red. I am at red. I was not able to see the red actually. Sorry. So thank you so much, and I hope I could add a little bit of value and insights. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Anupama. It was very comprehensive. Like you shared all the hacks about doing workout, fitness, diet, and importance of consistency. And like very good learning for me is like trainer is also required, and mindful consumption of everything in moderation. Think a very comprehensive and insightful session, and that will really help all of us to have some such kind of hacks in our life. I was wondering before all other questions come, one question which I was having, that sometimes we start with a very much energetic way and we start doing, and maybe for some time we are having momentum, but it often happens that we slip from it and we fail to maintain the fitness routine. So if any such kind of challenge comes up, like how you regain the momentum, that was the question I wanted to ask. And is there any tip on how to maintain uh,
Yeah,
in such
so
cases?
yeah, that's a good question. And in fact, that is going to happen. That is the most common issue of a healthy lifestyle, is that you're going to lose the momentum. I personally, for me, in my experience and my learning has been that if you anything that you and this I learned in the art of writing in one of the course, and I've applied to fitness, is that if you don't miss anything 2 days in a row. If you miss 2 days in a row, and third day you are coming back on track, then it is fine. So the rule that I keep for myself is I will not miss anything 2 days in a row, which means that suppose if I'm eating unhealthy, or rather eating out too much, after 2 days, I will change it and say that no, I will come back on track. I will eat ensure that I come back on track. Whether it is exercise as well. I didn't do exercise 2 days in a row. Third day, I will just go for a walk or do some kind of crunches at home. So that is the hack I have kept in my mind, that 2 days in a row should not have, there should not be a break more than 2 days in a row.
Okay, thank you. So are there any other questions before we move to the next session?
Okay. Thank you very much for a wonderful session, Anupama Rao. So
Thank
my
you.
question is, like, we have some healthier lifestyle, or rather some lifestyle. It is vegan or Sattvic, talking about avoiding certain things like dairy products or meat, etc. So do you consider them as a fad a lifestyle or something that should be avoided, or would you say they are okay to be gone with? Because most of us at the basis of this club is from Sattvic lifestyle, where we all have quit the milk and meat products and leading kind of a vegan lifestyle. So what do you have to talk about it? From your experience, of course.
Sure. And I'm a vegetarian. I would say I'm an eggetarian. I used to be vegetarian, but then I started eggs as well. And I think it's a choice. It's a personal choice that any person can take whatever the choice they have, as long as it is guided by an expert who sees that it is good for your body, rather than a movement or an external world is moving towards it, so you are doing it. If it's much more guided towards your own body needs and body's suitability along with expert guidance, it is good. I mean, why not? But I would caution making it a fad, because then everybody is doing it just for the sake of doing it and there is no result coming out of it, but you're feeling good about it. So I usually look at these aspects like that, rather than a movement. Definitely, there is positive merit to it. Being vegetarian is much more sustainable for the planet. That is proven. But it is again about personal choice.
Thank you, Anupama. One more question. When you said we need to consult a trainer or a doctor, so most of the people that we consult, at least in India, they don't agree with this lifestyle, whether it is coming to vegan or whether it is Sattvic or anything. How do you think, for example, when I go to a gym and then say that I want to start my thing, the immediate thing that they will say is you should not feed dairy, you should start adding curd, you should add probiotics or something like that, and then eggs and everything. So how do we get to people who kind of agree with our lifestyle and then can suggest more things on this basis? I mean, from your experience, were you able to find someone who agrees with you, your ideology, and then able to suggest them things?
Always, because the first thing, I mean, let me give you an example of my journey with nutritional coaches. I used to take it very lightly. I said, like, I'm paying you to tell me what to eat. What is this? I can manage it myself because internet is there, and I know what I want to eat. However, the science around the portions and the macros is very critical. You can't ignore it. So I have always chosen those people as coaches who know my boundaries and work within those boundaries. And everybody has boundaries. I would say these are all boundaries that you have under which you will work. So I have told I will not eat chicken, I will not eat mutton, I will not eat fish. I will not, these sources of protein and omega-3 are out for me. Now figure in this, what is it that I should have? And the right kind of nutritional coaches have helped me. Said that they right at the beginning, they ask, tell me your boundary and I will adjust within that. Similarly, for a fitness trainer as well, I told him, you know what, I can't lift too many weights, but I want to continue doing it. Just tell me what I should do. He said, yes, I will put you in that boundary and we will progress in that boundary. So to choose the right person is also a challenge. Yes, it's not always easy. They will first sell their stuff, but the right coach always works within the boundary that you set.
I think Vrunda and Dr. Mary have questions. Vrunda?
So I see some question in chat also, actually. Yeah, go ahead, please.
Thank you, Anupama. That was an incredible, provided with a lot of good insights, and I feel we're incredibly equipped with vigor on a journey to a healthy lifestyle. My question is something which might resonate with a lot of ladies here with meal prep, is how do you set your goals and accommodate the goals of your family as well?
You asked the most relevant question for ladies, and I can't even express so much thankfulness to it, because this is something, it's a big pain. Your kid wants something else, your husband wants something else, your in-laws want something else. It has been a journey. It's not easy. I must admit, it has been a journey to make that appreciation. So the first step to that is giving your nutritional needs importance and saying that you have to follow it, irrespective of what the family wants to follow or not. So being very disciplined and I don't say demanding, but being very that you deserve what you are supposed to eat. So, for example, when I am in Delhi with my in-laws, there are certain things I like to eat. So those things are kept there, and it is going to. I will eat those things only, and they don't eat those things. I can't force them to eat those things. So they have a separate meal plan, and there are some things which are common, like sabzi and dal are common, so we share that, and but the rest of the carbs part is different. First time when I did this, they were laughing, oh, you're going to have your own special diet and all that. What is this? Second time also, third time also, fourth time they only bought and kept it. So it is about your own intention also. If you are not disciplined, the world will not be disciplined for you. So that's the first step. If you say that, no, I have to follow this, so I like it this way, then I would like to do it. Of course, sometimes you're unable to follow. It's okay, don't punish yourself for it, but at least plan the kitchen cabinet in such a way that your stuff is there along with other stuff, and if it is healthy, let them taste it, and they may like it too, and they may also start eating it. Who knows? So my husband loves the food that I eat now. So earlier he used to say this is diet food, but now it's a normal food. So it takes its own time actually. So I hope I've been able to answer that. If you give importance to it, they will give importance to it.
Right. You lead the path. Thank you.
Yes. There's 2 participants who have raised hand.
Yeah, may I ask a question, please?
Yeah.
Yes.
I would like to know, how do you measure your parameters of health? Because a lot of people have silent inflammation. A lot of people have conditions that are silent autoimmune conditions. So how would you measure your parameters if you're just looking at fitness? That's it. Thank you.
I agree, and very, very important. First and foremost, before starting anything, the blood parameters and the tests, basic fitness, the health tests that are required I have done every 6 months. I do it, and then I show it to the coach and the doctor to say that if there is something going off track, especially for me, having survived PCOD. The blood sugar levels are very critical. I'm very sensitive to it. So that is something I'm extremely cautious about. At the same time, I think the way to do that is also 2 ways. One is which parameters you are measuring. You should be self-aware about it, not completely read about it. So for example, for me, HbA1c is a very important parameter. I measure it every 6 months just to see if it is below 6 in the range. That is, what is that parameter for you? Do you know it? You have to ask yourself for that. For some it is the LDL, cholesterol. The LDL levels, like for my husband, it's the LDL, and triglycerides, because Indians are prone to high triglycerides. Are you measuring that? For many women, it is thyroid. TSH, T4 and T3 thyroid. Do you measure that? For me, it had gone up. Now it has become normal. So all these add up to inflammation, actually, if you ask me. And there are some specific parameters that the doctors can suggest, saying that maybe you need to look at that. So definitely testing is required. Don't do blind shooting. Many people do blind shooting. I just want to do running and exercise, eat healthy. That's it. No, but test every 6 months, and you probably the doctor can catch it and give you the guidance.
Yes, Shahid, you
Yeah.
would like to.
Yeah, thank you, Anupama. Thank you for your insightful session on our health. And my question is like, as per the session, the fitness coaches and the nutritionists are playing crucial role. So how to select them? There are many people around us. So how to select the best fitness coaches or nutritionists?
Yeah, good question and tough question. It's not easy because there is too much happening around us, and my parameter first. Anybody who promises results in short time, I absolutely don't go near them because I know that it is not short term. Anybody who promises quick fixes is a no. When you talk to them, you will say, oh, 3 months I will get this done, 3 months I'll get this done. Anybody who is not holistic is a big no. I'm going to give you fat loss on your belly within 3 months. Never. That never happens. Spot reduction never is not a concept. It's a concept sold, but it is not true. Anybody who does not appreciate local food habits and adds a lot of fancy stuff which need to be bought from some special store is a no. Anybody who makes a very, very strict deprivation kind of diet, like only green tea, only salads, is a big no. So I would say that these are ways in which these are elimination parameters for you to select a person. The person who is the right person is who works within your boundaries, who uses your own diet preferences to curate it. It's called curation of diet preferences, and gives it time, takes time. And third, gives you knowledge about how to think about food. These are the kind of people you should select. So I think it'll take a couple of rounds of interaction with people and check it, and then choose and take your time to do that research.
Thank you.
So thanks a lot. Very interactive and again, very insightful question and answer session. So I think with the interest of time, I think we can move ahead to the next session. So for the next session, we are having a speech by Pratik Agarwal, and for Pratik, Vrunda is evaluator. So I would request Vrunda to mention Pratik's speech title and project and objective of his speech title. Over to you, Vrunda.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the Day, Jay. So Pratik is doing his pathway that is called Innovative Planning, and his speech title is Miracles. That's a level 3 elective 1 speech, storytelling, and the topic is miracles. Over to you, Pratik. All the best.
Yeah, am I audible and visible? Miracles. Does they exist? Yes, it does. But how we will understand that miracles are happening in our life? Let us understand in a few minutes of time. Once a gentleman asked me a question. Pratik, when was the last time you have done something for the first time? Wonderful question. I just thought, last time was 1 month back when I was a test speaker in an evaluation speech contest at division level, and I was being evaluated by 5 different evaluators, and I got feedbacks in 5 different ways. So that was a miracle in my life. Let me tell you how it happens. If something for the last time or something for the first time moment is not, you are not able to record it or you are not able to remember it, it means that miracles are not happening in your life. If that's something for the first time moment, you are able to remember it, it means that miracles are happening in your life. Now let me give you a story of one of such miracles of my life. It was the year 2015 and the month of April. I was in Mumbai, Kandivali, working in my office. I was a purchasing manager. You know, purchasing manager is always busy on the phone calls, discussing the commercials with the suppliers. And he is always engrossed in his laptops, answering mails, watching mails. So out of the blue, two of my colleagues, Prashant and Nishan, was coming from the same bay where I was sitting. They have seen me working and told, "Hi Pratik, how are you? Are you coming for that session, Brahma Vidya session?" If it would have been a usual normal talk, I would have just said no and start doing my work. But something stuck in me, that unusual word, Brahma Vidya. And I responded, yes, let me go along with you. Now I started walking towards that conference room where that session or introductory session was about to happen. I reached that place and there were almost 40 to 50 people who were waiting for the presentation to start. And the presentation started. And the speaker started explaining us the different types of breathing exercises and what are the benefits of it. And at the end, he has proposed to join a 6-month course, which will happen 2 days in a week for 2 hours per day. I was in my comfort zone. I was just thinking it is something new for me. I should do it so that I can start my spiritual journey. But it's difficult. But I have decided to go for it because it is something different. I have joined that course. Every week, 4 hours, it was difficult for me to take out after my office hours. But I was one of few who has decided to do it, who was regular and consistent and following those exercises daily so that I can learn. Until today, I'm using those exercises as a base of my life. Now what happens? I'm calling this session, that moment, as a miracle of my life because it has changed my life. It has changed the perspective of looking at different things in my life. It's important. If one is doing, there are so many things which we do day in, day out. But if we put our heart and soul into it, and if we do it very diligently, we can bring some change in our life. Now, that was my miracle. Now, if I ask you this question, when was the last time you have done something for the first time? If that something for the first time moment is more than a year back, actually, miracles are not happening in your life. If that something for the first time moment is happening every month, I will say miracles are happening in your life, but you are not able to capture it. And if those something for the first time moment is happening every day or every week, you are capturing the miracles and taking the benefits of it. And that is the key of healthy and successful life. In this way, you are able to add value to your life. Now, what we have to do for this? What we have to do is we have to have the vigor. We have to increase the frequency of doing that something for the first time. If it is happening every day, it means you will be a totally changed personality over a period of time. So have the vigor of doing something for the first time and do it more frequently. Over to you, Toastmaster. Thank you.
Thank you, Pratik, for a wonderful speech. So now for the next session would be table topics. So I would request Arav to take the proceeding of the meeting forward and help us with the table topics. Over to you, Arav.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the day. So now it's time for some fun. firstly, to explain or to demonstrate how table topics works, I would like to call one experienced Toastmaster to, demonstrate a table topic. Raghu, would you like to go first?
Sure.
Okay. So, as I know that you are a fitness freak, let me ask you a question related to that. Okay. Suppose, like, share a funny scenario where you tried to impress someone by pretending to know an advanced yoga pose, but you ended up in a hilarious position. Over to you.
Great revenge on me, but I'll take the challenge. Nunda, do you know something? I started doing Hatha Yoga, and this is going to help you a lot. The great pose where you can reduce your weight on the spot. You don't even need to exercise anymore. Just one pose. The pose is something like this. Put your hand like this, put your hand like this, and you can also attach your leg to it. And then you can go. Never mind. Well, there are several things that happens in our life, right? Where we try to show something that we never know. Just because we want to make our name, just because we want to show off, just because people don't recognize us. I've noticed several people across my life, almost 41 years now, that people who have this complex, especially inferior complex, they try to show off this. Trust me one thing, be yourself. And it's okay to fail. It's okay to show your weakness. It's okay to be yourself because you're not born to be someone else. You're not here to be someone else. You're not here to become a version of someone because you are here to become a better version of yourself. And the only competition in this world is with you. It applies in fitness journey. If you go on comparing with people because that person has six pack, because that person was able to reduce 30 kilos, 40 kilos, 50 kilos, whatever it is, if you're going to do that rat race, trust me, just like the snap, you will get off that journey and you will become another failure. But if you compare with yourself and say, I was at that, I will be at this, then you will be there, my friend. You will be able to make your life better. Topic master.
Wow, I'm amazed. Okay, so I would like to have few volunteers, please. Guests, Toastmasters. Come on, can I have a raise of hands? Oh, come on, try. Maybe, okay, then I'll pick one. How about guest Sunila?
Yeah, hi. But I'm sorry, but can I just pass this week? I'm more of observing and learning.
Okay, sure.
Thank you. Thank you so
No
much.
issues, no issues.
Thank you.
Okay, okay, let's change it. I need two people now. Okay, two people. Come on. Vrunda
Yeah, Anthony,
and
go.
Anthony. Okay, cool. So, role play time. Okay. So, Anthony, you are the husband, and Vrunda, you are the wife. Vrunda, you are very health conscious, and because of that, the husband gets to eat all sorts of healthy food, boiled and non-spiced daily. One day, Anthony, get a craving to order food online. Now, Anthony, you have to convince your wife to not make anything for the dinner as you want to order it. Over to you.
Anthony, I'm going to make your favorite dish today. It's Sunday and I'll make the most nicest, healthiest stuff for you. It's boiled veggies, steamed nicely in olive oil with very little salt and no spice. I'm sure you're going to love it. It's very colorful.
Oh, sure. That yeah, that will be just fine. Just that I want to make sure that it is as healthy as possible, because I very health conscious, and all right, this
Anthony, you
kind of
have to
lost
order
spot
in,
somewhere.
order for some. You have to convince your wife for some junk food. Come on.
All right, okay, Vrunda, you know that I've been eating very healthy for the past 2 weeks. And I think that now I would need something like KFC, and it will be only just for a little while. It is not something that I would eat often, but I just choose that. I feel that having some KFC once in a while will not deviate me too much, from being healthy. And I just want to
Oh, Anthony, you
have some
want
KFC for
KFC of
children.
all things? You're tolerating the boiled veggies for so long, and on a Sunday you want to give up on KFC of all things. KFC. How about I wrap the veggies in the KFC takeout, so you'll feel as if you're eating KFC. Just imagine.
But it's still going to be different, the KFC. I just like the whole makeup of the KFC. The ingredients going to be different, and it is just for once in a while.
Oh, you know what? You're just craving the crispiness. How about I say add some breadcrumbs along with it? You will just imagine. Imagine. Why do you want to spoil your diet so far? Just imagine. After it goes into your mouth, it's all going to taste the same. Your body doesn't know what you're eating. So just tolerate the veggies. Come help me in the kitchen. We'll make it together. You might even forget the KFC. Just come into the kitchen, get through the peeling and the cutting and chopping and frying, and you might just forget the KFC. Just join me in the kitchen now.
All right, I think that will be fine. Yeah, thank you.
Amazing, you guys. You both are awesome. You both are awesome. Okay. One volunteer. Come on. Okay, how about guest Santosh? Guest Santosh. Okay. Never mind.
Sorry, yeah, I'm here.
Yeah, okay, you're here. Cool. Ready for a table topic?
Yep.
Okay, cool. Do you have a pet?
Sorry, I don't have.
Okay, cool. No problems. What's one small daily habit you have incorporated into your daily routine that that has had a positive impact on your overall well-being?
So just to be clear, the question is the positive habit, you mean to say?
Yeah, a positive habit which affected your daily life routine.
Okay. Basically, I started somewhat way back with a 5 a.m. Morning challenge. So basically, there were a lot of things which are supposed to be incorporated as part of my daily life, but I was able to pick very few of topics, few of the habits. So one of those was eating early and trying to go to bed early as possible. So because of the work schedules, I was trying to close my work schedules as early as possible and trying to stick to this routine. So it was so having early dinner at night. So that was I believe what I was able to place as part of my life. Yeah, that's it from me. Thank you.
Thanks a lot, guest Santosh. That was a wonderful table topic. I would like to know from Raghu, can we have one more role play? Do we have the time for that?
Yes, one more.
Okay, cool. Two more people. Come on. Dr. Mary, would you like to have? And speaker Pratik Agarwal. Okay, cool. Dr. Mary, are you there? Okay, I guess she's not
Shahid
here.
wanted to participate. I think he has.
Shahid, do you want to participate?
Yeah.
Okay, so Pratik and Shahid. Okay, you have this question. Okay. If emojis could talk, what would the conversation be like between a broccoli emoji and a pizza emoji? Pratik, you are the broccoli emoji, and Shahid, you are the pizza emoji. Discussing the roles in people's diet. Come on, over to you.
Yeah. So I'm the broccoli. I'm green in color, and I'm a diet, or I am a food for everyone who wants to take care of their health and fitness. And I give all the vitamins and nutritious to the people. And no doubts, I'm sometimes a part of a pizza also. So you can very well add broccoli in pizza so that you can have a better taste. And whatever not so healthy diet which you are having with the help of pizza, you can have by adding little bit of broccoli into it.
Hey, I am the pizza. Broccoli, you are part of me. Yeah. Being a pizza, I was liked by most of the people, but not like the people who are Sattvic. But even the Sattvic people internally feels that I should eat pizza. Oh, what a taste. It's simply mouth-watering. So they'll just keep remembering the days when they had the pizza and the first bite and how the taste it would be. So I am a mix of many ingredients, not only broccoli. It's over to you, broccoli.
Yeah, so definitely, as I learned from today's wonderful session, in which we should have the boundaries. So definitely in that boundary, we should have some part of pizza also once in a week. And no doubts, in that boundary of pizza, I'm a part of it. That's a good thing, which is adding to our healthy lifestyle. So I'm a part which can be taken daily. and pizza is a part which can be taken within boundaries, maybe once in a week. And in this way, we make a good combination. Right? Over to you, pizza.
Yeah, even though I was eaten in a frequent times, but the taste which I give is awesome. So everyone remember that taste for the next time to eat. So I am very much, even though I am not healthy, but I make the people's thought healthy. I think time is over, Pratik.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you for the opportunity.
Thank you so much, guys, for this wonderful opportunities. I would like to now hand over the stage to the Toastmaster of the day, Jay.
Thank you,
Over
Aro.
to you.
Very interesting and engaging topics, and it helped participants to participate with vigor. Thanks a lot. So now coming to the next and most important part of today's meeting, which will be evaluation. So for evaluation of Pratik's speech, I would like to call upon Vrunda, who is evaluating his speech. Over to you, Vrunda.
Thank you, TMOD and what a speech, Pratik. I was towards the edge of my seat, really hooked on. Your speech started with a really nice start. Miracles, what a catchy small title. And it was extremely engaging. I was totally engrossed to see what's happening. The turning point in your life, the Brahma Vidya, how you narrated that story. Your storytelling was very engaging. I was waiting to hear what's happening next. What's happening next? Of course, what also gave more body and uh, build to your speech was your gestures and your vocal variety. You kept changing your gestures mildly, but you made that gestures welcoming and you hooked on, like we were completely hooked to the story. What I also liked was how you talked about your journey in Brahma Vidya and how it has kept you going. What I would want you to be working on, and that could be a challenge for you, is to give us a call for action, something maybe easier steps or some way that we could follow on if we want to. So that is something that I was waiting for, especially you had some time left over. So maybe you could have worked on your closing. That's the only thing, but amazing speech, amazing variety, and I enjoyed it. Thank you. And back to you, Jay.
Thank you, Vrunda. So now I would like to request Navya to give her our counter report. Over to you, Navya.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the day. I'll share my screen.
Yeah.
Okay. I think screen share is disabled.
Okay. Or you can just narrate.
Can share
Yeah, no, sure.
now. You can share now.
I can share. Yeah, my screen is visible, right, Jay?
Yes, it is visible.
Yeah. I have missed evaluating the other role plays, but I evaluated the speakers and the table topic speaker specifically. So Pratik Agarwal as speaker, I could not find much filler words, only one so and one actually. And coming to table topic speakers, in Raghu's speech, I could not find any of the filler words. And in Vrindas, there was just one which was used as a filler word. In Anthony's speech, there were four knows and three ands used. And guest speaker Santosh, there were three as, one like in the speech. And Pratik as table topic speaker, there was one so, four ants, and one yeah. And Shahid, there was one so and three yeah being used. Yeah, that's my report. Thank you,
Thank you.
Toastmaster of the day. Back to you.
Thank you, Navya. Thank you. Now, For grammarian report, I would call upon Anthony. Oh, Anthony, over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the day. And our first speaker used very easy to understand words. I did not see and did not recognize much any like jargon, so it was very easy to understand. I also recognize how descriptive words. A lot of descriptive words were used by Toastmaster Pratik. The word of the day, I believe I heard it twice. It may have been more times, but I heard it twice from Toastmaster Pratik. Yeah, and that is the end of my report. Thank you.
Thank you. Shahid, the timer report, can you share?
Yes. Raghu, can you enable the screen share?
Yeah.
Okay. Hope you can see my screen.
Yes.
Okay. So yeah, being a timer, it's a good opportunity I got today to note down all the activities time. And as it was mentioned when I started before the session, the way we spend our time defines who we are. So the way you might have seen how we have taken the time and we have spent in the current session. And the first session, keynote speech by Anupama Rao Singh, should took 28 minutes, 4 seconds. And for the Q&A, we have taken 14 minutes and 45 seconds. And the next is a miraculous speech from the Pratik. We took 6 minutes. And the same as the speech is miraculous and the speech evaluation is also miraculous from Vrunda. It took 1 minute, 30 seconds. And the most exciting part, the table topics Arav has taken today. And as part of this session, interactive and innovative session, so Raghu has taken 2 minutes, 6 seconds, and Vrunda and Anthony, 3 minutes, 28 seconds. And Santosh has taken 53 seconds. And the broccoli versus pizza session, Pratik and Shahid has taken 2 minutes, 15 seconds. And everyone showed their vigor in doing all these things. Yeah. Thank you for giving me this opportunity. Over to you, Toastmaster of the Day, Jay.
Thank you. So with that, I think we have completed most of the evaluation part also, all of the evaluation part also. And we had a very good session today, very interactive and insightful. And thanks a lot to all of you for your active participation. And with that, I will also conclude my role here, and I would hand it over to Sergeant at Vrunda again to conclude the meeting.
Thank you, Toastmaster Jai. Thank you all. This was a great session and I really enjoyed it. So I'm sure everybody else also enjoyed. And I would like to invite the General Evaluator, Raghu, for his closing remarks.
We had a wonderful session. In the interest of time, I'll just give a few words. Look, we had a keynote speech by Anupama Rao Singh, and then we also had a good speech by Toastmaster Pratik, and then all the role players did very well. I will not give any suggestion for today because we went a little over time. Let's try to manage it next time by joining the meeting in time. As Dr. Jay has said in the private chat, we should discuss if this timing is a constraint, but then, or rather how we can start the meeting in time. That's the only thing But overall, we did great. Naro, I like the way that you brought innovative topics in the table topic session. The aiding evaluations were good. Brunda did a great job in speech evaluation. Shahid as a timer, and Navya as our counter, and grammarian Toastmaster Anthony did wonderful jobs. Overall, I enjoyed being present in this meeting. With that note, I conclude my GE report, and I'm going to stop my recording.